it's Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. And today, guys, I want to talk about which discount diver do I prefer. Now, guys, if you've had your head in the sand for the last 2 weeks, I'm going to tell you what's happened is Archie Luxury is changing the content for the channel. I am buying some new pieces so that I can bring in a new audience. So guys, I went down to Sydney and I bought 2 watches. We'll talk about those in more detail later, but what I want to do is I want to talk today to my audience and say which is the better discount diver. Now let's have a talk about this. So 2 pieces were bought. There was the Breitling SuperOcean Heritage 2, and there was also the Tudor Black Bay Heritage. So to clarify here, this is the Breitling SuperOcean Heritage 2, 42 mil. It's got the Ocean Racer bracelet, which is the shark mesh, the Milanese bracelet. It's 42 mils across there. This piece here is the Series 2. The Series 2, what they did was they've actually added a ceramic bezel. They've altered the hands slightly. The hands have been altered to look like the original 1950s Breitling SuperOcean. And this is the big part. They've added the MT5612, the Tudor in-house movement. So this particular piece here itself is a really good discount diver. How much would you pay for this piece here? That's a very good question. How much would you pay indeed? This particular watch here, you would pay the full retail price in Australia. The full far out, is it hard to take? This is the full retail price in Australia is $6,310, $6,310. That's sort of about $5.50 US, I think, approximately there, $5.50 US. It's a great piece. What Tudor and Breitling have done is they're doing a swapsies. They've swapped movement technologies between the two. So Tudor has given Breitling the MT5612. And Breitling has given Tudor the B01 chronograph movement. So this here is one of the, this is the SuperOcean, which utilizes that new Tudor in-house movement. Now, this particular piece here itself, as well as it being a Breitling SuperOcean, it's the Heritage line, which is it harks back to the previous original version in 1957 they came out. It's also uses, this is a 200-meter dive watch, so it's a little bit less than what you're possibly used to on a lot of the SuperOceans. It's got the ceramic bezel, stainless steel case, and Milanese bracelet. What is it like as a watch there? The only criticism I have is it's a bitch to take off the clasp there. I do believe that will wear in after you do wear it a bit. It becomes easier. If you're a biter like me, it's very hard to flip these things. It's quite annoying. What do I think of it as a watch? They've also, in the old 42mm SuperOcean, they had the date at the 3 o'clock. They've now put it at the same place as the 46mm at the 6 o'clock. So, yeah, that's something they've done there. It's a very nice, stylish watch. It's a heritage. It's a reissue. I wouldn't say homage, because these fuckers, they did have it. It's not a ripping off another watch. This is their own. This is their own heritage. This is not stealing it from someone else. This is their own heritage version here. It's a very nice watch there. 6,300 Aussie, which is about 5,000. Hey Siri, how much is $6,310 in Australian dollars?
$6,310 is $6,310. I wish they were all this easy.
Hey Siri, how much is 6,310 US dollars in Australian dollars?
$6,310 US is $7,900.
Hey Siri, how much is 6,310 Australian dollars into US dollars? Okay, goodbye Siri. Okay. So it's about 5,500, 5.5 US there, which for a discount diver, it's not exactly cheap. Breitling has a very slick advertising campaign, very slick stores. They've got boutiques that fancy wancy pantsy. The boutiques look just very stylish. They do some, they're very innovative. Like, I've got to tell you, the packaging on the Breitling is amazing. They give you a travel case. It's part of the box. You have this beautiful genuine leather travel case, which you can use. Smells divine. You can use to put your Breitling SuperOcean in if you're traveling. Normally you like to travel with a few watches. This is the modern age. So it's a very serious diver. It's a nice diver. Very cool diver. It's not perfect. As I said there, the clasp is a bit of a bitch to open there. You can get it on rubber with a very nice deployment. You got to pay extra for the really nice buckle there. A friend of mine got that and he loves it. So that's how does that compare? Well, I suppose it is cheaper than a Rolex Submariner. You know, but it is heading into that Submariner sort of territory there. I suppose that price compares to new Omega Speedmasters, sorry, not Speedmasters, Seamasters and Planet Oceans. It'd also compare to, say, you know, some of these divers that are out there. So many brands have divers, like IWC has the Aqua Timer. It does appeal quite well there. And the other watch is, of course, the Tudor Black Bay Heritage. So this uses the same movement as the Breitling, because this is Tudor's movement. It does have a slightly different mainspring. Tudor has kept the special mainspring that's Rolex invented. So the main property of that mainspring is that it is less. It has better effects as far as magnetic field goes. So it's probably a niche above the Breitling as far as that mainspring goes. Cheaper price point. We don't have the aluminum. Sorry, we have the aluminum bezel, not the ceramic bezel. The Tudor Heritage is available in 2 other color choices. You can get it instead of the burgundy, you can get a blue, and you can also get a black. So I've gone for the burgundy here. It's a heritage line, so this harks back to the Tudor Submariners of yesteryear, and what they've done is it's got an aluminum bezel. It's got the hands. I think those block hands, I think they were on the 70s, late 60s, early 70s Tudor subs. It's got a faux rivet bracelet. It is a solid links, but this is a faux rivet, which I think looks really cool. Slightly bigger than a Submariner, it's 41mm. No crown guards, and the burgundy bezel color is carried through right next to the crown here. We've got a ring around the crown before the screw in there. So it is a cool watch. The other thing about this watch here is too, it does not have the date function. So it's a no date diver. The price here in Australia is 4,410 Aussie dollars. What's that in US? That's like high threes, 36, 37 US dollars. Pretty good bang per buck. You can, with the Tudor, you can get it just like with the Breitling. You can get the Breitling with rubber strap. You can get the Tudor instead of getting the rivet bracelet, the faux rivet bracelet. You can get it with a distressed leather strap. It also, both choices with the Tudor come with a NATO, which I gotta be honest with you, the NATO, it's a bit cheapy. Yes, it does have a custom Tudor clasp on it, well, Tudor-esque clasp on it, but it feels a bit, I don't know if they should even put it with it. If it's going to be just a real cheap piece of crap they're going to put with it, it feels no different to those cheap NATOs you'd buy on fucking eBay for about, you know, 30 bucks, 20 or 30 bucks. You know, it doesn't really feel quality. The Tudor itself there, I gotta tell you, it is a bit chunkier than the original Tudors from that came out in the 50s, 60s. It's 41mm, so it's brought up to a slightly more modern size. The great thing about the Tudor is, as I say, it's got that movement, the in-house MT5612 movement. They've got the mainspring, of course, which they did not share with Breitling when they swapped the movements. The Breitling just uses a standard mainspring. It's got a fantastic a fantastic bracelet. It comes off, it's very similar to the Rolex Glide Lock bracelet, but probably not as good. Not as good. The adjustments aren't, you've got to use a pin to adjust it slightly, which I don't think, I probably prefer this, but I'm just, the Rolex one is probably a little bit better like that. Great bang per buck. Great bang per buck. It is amazing bang per buck there. I mean, it is a Tudor. It's a Tudor. Amazing bang per buck. What do I think of it? It's very comfortable tonight. It's a big watch. It is a sports watch there. What do I think of comparing the two? The Tudor and the Breitling. What do I think? I think they are some really cool discount divers. Discount divers. I would say if I had to choose one, I'd probably pick the Tudor. The Tudor, that's right. I would probably pick the Tudor. I think the Tudor is the better diver of the two. And there's a number of reasons why, which I'll do in another video. But I definitely would say out of the two there, comparison, I would go with the Tudor. I think the Tudor is the better of the two. It's also, it retails cheaper on the you know, the street price haggling and that there. The Tudor is cheaper. Tudor is cheaper again, but as far as in the I think the Tudor punches way above its weight, so I'd pick the Tudor. So I'm going to make a video why the Tudor is better than the Breitling. Stay tuned. Keep watching Archie Luxury Paul Pluta channel and tell me what you guys think of that. Hi guys, Archie Luxury channel, Paul Pluta channel, and my good friend Tanzilin, Answering super chats, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. I feel like I'm doing my passion. Tanzilin, simply the best. And he's got another one for you here. How's this? It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's my passion. Scheitling on time. Simply the best. Now, guys, I got to tell you, I struggle to survive full-time on YouTube. Please look in the description below for 10 ways you can keep me full-time on YouTube. Guys, I really need your help. Please consider getting a paid video review. I'll do a review on any watch, any question you want. Guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. You can sponsor me for as little as $1 a month. $1 a month, and that just keeps me going on full-time on YouTube. Guys, you could also, I do phone calls. Phone calls, you can talk to me for an hour on the phone, Skype or WhatsApp, for $50 US. Guys, I really do need your help to stay full-time. Ben cannot survive on Google Ads alone. Please help me. Please help me stay full-time on YouTube. And guys, don't forget that. It's not about the money. It's my passion. Scheitling on time. Simply the best. Tanzilin, thank you. That's a sponsored bit from Tanzilin. I can do that for $150 a month if you email me directly. Look below for my email address, guys.
Okay.